Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Hakadash. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Braknawa, Braknawa, Brakia, Brakia, Brakia. Pilano.
And Shalom, Shalom. With the branch of GMS here in Chicago with our honored guest, the brother Lloyd. All right, from Miami, right? From the Miami camp. I don't want to say
Florida, just Florida in general.
Florida, right? We got 3 camps in Florida, right?
About 4 or 5.
But 5.
I mean, we have Orlando, Miami, Palm Beach, Tampa,
and
Tampa, and then the one south of Tampa. What's the one? It's 2, but it's south of Tampa. No, it's another town. I don't know if it's Palm Beach or what.
Well,
it's
deep.
5 of them.
Yeah. GMS is deep in Florida.
I think in Jacksonville too.
And then that will make it 6.
There's somebody in Jacksonville.
That'll be 6 then.
Wow, hey, Florida doing it to GMS. But yeah, we got the honored guest, the brother lawyer here. And first and foremost, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakah Kodash.
That's right.
St. Petersburg. It's like it came to me last second. That's what it was, because that's the one that was with Tampa, but we got 2 camps out there now. So that would be 6. All praises and honor, glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakah Kodash. I'm sorry, I was in my head. I got to get that out. Double honors to the apostles out of New York, Great Millstone, and honors to all your Akid.
Yeah, I just wanted to before we go into the topic at hand about this Amazon store. Just want to talk about how through the spirit Jake is waking up to Esau. Sunday, I was in class teaching class, and it was only one student. Because I was about to close the doors, and he came in late. It was one of the guys came in, and we got to talking about current events and opioids, and and I wasn't getting too spiritual with him. I was just we were just talking about factual information, and the conversation started getting really hot, and little did we know, the Ephraimite sister had came in, didn't even know she was over there. She was so quiet. And she just popped around the corner, got on the mats, and just started going in on Esau. To both our surprise. It's like, they just rape and murder us, and then claim us and brought us false Christianity, and you wonder why people are so mad at them. And I was just shocked that that I thought she would be a little bit more reserved than what she was. And she wasn't. She even said a few rude speech words, and I never heard her speak like that before. Then I had to, quickly say, shut it down, because, we're going to have others may walk into class now, so let's go ahead. But, just that spirit that's moving throughout the tribes, man, for those who are waking up. And then how I saw two different Jakes wearing mitris today, with the crown of their head exposed. Just randomly. It was like, what the fuck? Young guys too, man.
Right. I got a preset. This is Baruch 2. Yeah, I believe it might be that one. Yeah. Yes, sir. How did you know?
Yeah, which is what it says.
That's the spirit.
That's the spirit. These brothers was already talking about it. That's crazy.
For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff neck. Let me go up a little bit.
This is the sit down we just did.
That's beautiful, brother. That's beautiful, brother.
Wow.
Verse 29. If ye will not hear my voice, surely this very great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations, where I will scatter them. And we've been scattered abroad across every nation, which is how they have taken us down, because when you're scattered around, you don't have all your strength, as in when you're together. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves, and shall know that I am Yahweh their power. For I will give them an heart and ears to hear, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name. And what made me the operative thing that stood out in that scripture. While I was maybe search out, I had looked up here first, but it's not a wasn't in the main standards in the apocrypha. But it said they shall remember themselves. One of the things that happens when you start remembering yourself, you start coming back to your old characteristics, your old. It's basically the dog goes back to his tricks, his regular tricks. He go to his, you know, what's Jake known for, and the ancient world, afros and beards, braids and beards, and we were talking about it. You know, we had a movement during the 40s, the 50s, and 60s. Most Jake, if you go look at all the slave pictures beforehand, most Jake had a beard. The ones that had the old original pictures of it, they had beards and they had afros.
A lot of guys that were hung had beards.
That's right. So, but what happened is over Americanization and over times, like you see the Jack Johnson back in the 30s and 40s, the 50s, the conks, that's smooth, the Nat King Cole, the smooth face, the smooth, smooth face, that was prevalent. But then, even in the 60s, Martin Luther King time, with and the men at that time, they had a lot of men were booty faced like Esau. But Abba Bivin started the ministry in the late 60s, and I believe it spiritually correlates with the 70s, and especially the 70s, the late 70s and early 80s. The big beards was back.
Yeah.
But the men of the Lord were out there teaching.
And braids.
Yeah. Because when Apostle Tahar came in, there was men before him that have been teaching since the late 60s. He came in the 80s. All right. So that word had been out there. That spirit was out there, and once the prophets start prophesying, the spirit of the Lord goes out, man. It's out. And Jake started getting the afros and beards, and then Jesse Faxon came and put him. That's right.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and get it again. Yeah, and then it's also, we mentioned before the camera came on, when the elders went on the internet, and then the Hebrew thing started taking off on YouTube. All of a sudden, with about 2 years in the running on being on YouTube, all of a sudden you started seeing Jake wearing their beards, man.
Right.
It started with the athletes started wearing them, and next thing you know, Jake's on the streets was wearing their beards, man.
This the 50s.
So we know that that spirit of the Lord through the men of the Lord is moving through Israel, man. Because Muslims have been running around bald face, man.
Yeah.
That's why I get mad when they be like, "So are you Muslim?" Well, so when you seen a Muslim wearing a beard like this,
Exactly.
you know how mad I would get, because I'm like, wait a minute, them bow tie bald Chinians, they always booty face, man.
Hey, look at Farrakhan.
Come on.
They keep their face to it, it's clean.
Hey. Booty face is still wearing a comb.
Yeah, and the Arabs get lined up now, man. Just go down Harlem, man. Past 63rd, man. They even got this one Instagram came and told me, he's like, yeah, man, I went over there by those Arabs. He said, man, they do the whole spot treatment. He said they line you up real nice.
Oh yeah, they do all the lines and everything, man. Yeah. So they weren't doing that before. They learned that from them wicked ass Jakes.
Now look, this is Jake in the 50s. Booty face. Booty face. Booty face. Booty, because we were totally under the Americanized, you know what I'm saying? All right. Booty face. All right. Now here you see the afros coming back. All right. In the 70s, all right, you'll see afros coming. You start seeing the afros start coming back, and okay, our main guy here, he got a beard. Yeah. But this is when you see the afros came back in full effect. But then in the late 90s, late 80s, and the early late 70s and early 80s. I wish I had that picture of Pops, man. Get some of them pictures, because I show you. I don't know if they'll show it in the 80s here, because you got to be careful. It was not the late 80s. It was the early 80s. It was the late 70s and early 80s. Jake started putting that beard back. Let me see. Matter of fact, let me
just put in Marvin Gaye.
Yeah, man, you're right. You know,
Marvin Gaye or
we're right. Well, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Isaac
Isaac
that's a good one too.
Dolomite.
This was the picture of the late 70s and early 80s. This is what they started looking like back in the day. All right.
Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes.
Mm-hmm. Teddy Pendergrass.
Yeah, they were wearing their beards, man.
Yeah, that was the classic look. That's the late 70s, early 80s.
This right, he looked like he could be in the cap. Man.
That's right. Almost like Monaghan a little bit.
Looked like Monaghan, right?
Hey, don't he look a little bit like Butter Khan?
I didn't know Butter Khan could sing like that.
Come on, bro. He do play the guitar now.
Yeah. Hey, go ahead and grab that scripture real quick, brother.
I'll just put some more pictures while you grab it.
30:1. It shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse which I have set before thee, that thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whether the Lord thy power have driven thee, and shall return unto Yahweh thy power, and shall obey his voice, according to all that I commanded this day, thou and thy children with all thy heart and with all thy soul. All right, and so the Lord told us, look, we're going to receive a land, we're going to receive the blessings, and we're going to put up the curses when we messed up, right? All right, and it says after you messed up, the Lord was going to do what? Return. I'm reading verse 2 over. And shall return unto Yahweh thy power, and shall obey his voice according to all that I commanded this day, thou and thy children with all thy heart and with all thy soul. And that's the spirit the Lord is putting out there. The Lord, in Revelation 11, it says that we should be dead for those 3.5 days. And around this time, this is when that 3.5 days end. All right, around the 60s, the 70s, man.
Right.
All right.
Space race.
That's when it ended. And you know
Neil Scott Heron.
and you know my grandfather told me that, which was funny. I remember certain things you say. He said, yeah, at one point they had the cops, everybody getting the cops landing here, they on Edomites. And he didn't say Edomites, of course.
Yeah.
Then he said, then what Jake started doing, he started dipping naturals. He went through that history for a reason, man, because Jake started to come into some type of self-awareness for a little moment until,
But the
got
scripture,
knocked back out.
that's
Jake's
just,
49.
I was about to get it. I was just about to get it. And matter of fact, you still got some more than that? Finish it up. I'll get Genesis 49.
Again, it shall return to Yahweh thy power, and shall obey his voice, according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children with all thy heart and with all thy soul. But then Yahweh thy power will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee. So it came in waves. All right, it seemed like they was gonna wake up some back then, but the Lord said it wasn't that time. Now we coming more into it. Now you seeing more Jake with, but not only just the naturals, they got the beards. Not only with a natural beard, they all trying to self-identify. Not only that, like the other Malcolm was mentioning, he saw just Jake's wearing Mitris. You see that Jake wearing here, Brasmore, Mitris, just following the Israelite fashion. They leaving. A lot of Jake is letting go of a lot of that fashion coming to the Hebrew fashion again, man. All right. It's Deuteronomy 30 and 3 over. That then Yahweh thy power will turn thy captivity, have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations, whither Yahweh thy power hath scattered thee. If any of thine be driven out into the outmost parts of heaven, from this will Yahweh thy power gather thee, and from this will he fetch thee. So that's the time period we in, man. You see Jake waking up into heritage, man. That's because the Lord is going to come save his children, man. Point blank period. All right, Israel is starting to identify with Israel again, man, through the Spirit. That's right. The Spirit is back into us after those 3.5 days. Now, at the end, because at the end of the end, that Spirit is pushed out even more. It tells you in Joel at the end days, the Lord's going to pour a Spirit upon all flesh. Your young men shall see dreams, your women shall see visions. That's the time when this place is through. All right? Lord is giving us our heritage back, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
And look what's happening in the world, man. Storms and tempests and all the things that's coming in. You got all these events that are happening. You're on the verge of war. Hey, they even talking about that down in North Carolina. They got a whole city that's an island, man. You can't get in and out of it.
Wow.
And then they also one of those nuclear plants is unstable, and they're not gonna tell you the truth about that until people are glowing.
That's right.
They ain't gonna tell you the truth about that until people are dying.
Well, just like the RT, I did the lesson the day earlier how the FBI shut down the space. I mean the observatory over there in New Mexico or wherever the fuck. They came and shut down the planetary observatory, and then they opened up the visitor part again, but kept the observatory shut down. Why would they shut down an observatory?
Right, because the tenants, the customers there, the visitors there
might see something.
They will see something that they don't want them to see.
And it's one of the most powerful telescopes that they say out there. It's one of the top telescopes there, and they say it's for them to look at the sun and the sun solar spots and so forth. But what they saw was some things that they didn't want people to see, and they called because you know what had to happen, because we use deductive reasoning. All right, somebody's like, oh shit, they show them like, well, oh, what the hell is this? call, anybody called the local popo, who's like called the peoples, and it was like went over there, saw it, and said, shut this down. Don't talk about this shit. If you talk about this shit, it's your ass. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then but since it already had got out, there was something, and too many people on Facebook, and if we go do some search, they probably went and did what they do, they clean it up, and try to hide the story, but they cover it up. But this government knows who we are, man. They know that the angels out there are the Israelites. They know the so-called UFOs are Israelites, and the spirit of awakening is here. Matter of fact, let's go to Genesis 49. This is Genesis 49 and 9. Judah is a lion's whelp from the prey, my son. Thou art going up. He stooped down. He couched as a lion, and as an old man who will rouse him up. When we couch down, that was when a lion couches. All right, he's getting ready to pounce.
Yeah,
lion ready to pounce. Right. This is when he couched down. All right. Now the thing is, you can do like this, or like even this one right here. If you stay couched down for too long, what's gonna happen?
We'll go to sleep.
That's gonna go to sleep. Then you get the yawns. Oh, well, he's not yawning, but he'll go ahead on and couch down, and eventually he'll pass out. All right, and that's what happened to us. We couched down, ready to pounce, because back in the 60s, 70s, the Black Power, the Black Panther movement, Jake started getting invigorated.
At the same time, Jake, the truth is being pushed. But what happened outside, just other Jakes, they was coming to some type of self-identity awareness, man.
That's right.
They was wrong, but that's all through the power of the Lord. It still shows that spirit was being pushed out there.
That's right.
And that fulfilled this prophecy slot.
No, all right, it's good.
He said they wrote, he crouched down, so he was ready. And the Black Panther movement started off with something legit for the neighborhoods and shit, getting Jake together.
Right.
But then it said they fell asleep, Who's around some up, because he saw a lullaby Jake to sleep. They made fun of that now.
This is what happened right. This is what happened right here. He couched down
for too long,
yawned, and next thing you know, he yawned, and next thing you know, he was like this.
Sleep. That's why that train went away for a minute. Jake got back to being blue faced and shit.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But the Most High is waking us up now. The Most High is getting us back up. He's oh man, that like that picture, man. That's a badass picture.
Linus is just fuck something up.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Little Cub got his food on too.
Blood is required.
That's right. Go ahead. Wait, somebody had a precept?
No, this is Romans 13 and 11, and that knowing the time, that now is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe.
Look at that one.
This one.
I'm about to see clicked off too fast.
That's right. And this is the one at that museum. At zoo, and that lion was trying to get that goop, bro. He was trying to get him. Look, he was trying to get
Meal.
Hey, my cousin,
Motherfucking meal. Meal.
Man, wait till these, and that's gonna happen again. These animals gonna get out them zoos, man.
Mm-hmm.
The compassion of people is gonna open them up for them. The earthquake's gonna just open them up for them.
That's all it takes, man.
Mm-hmm.
that was it, Ariel?
I mean, it makes me wonder, man. They haven't reported on what's going on with the zoos down there in those flood waters.
That's true too.
Right.
Because they really in captivity.
And that happens all the time when floods happen in major cities. A story will come out about the zoos, and then they'll just be covered up, and you'll never hear about it.
Yeah, because the animals are stuck in a cage and drown and all kind of shit, man.
Or people let them out, so now they have to defend themselves from these animals that just escape the zoo.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. And that's proof that lion. Look at that afro and beard. That proves that's us, man.
Mm-hmm.
He calls Yahweh Shai the Lion of Judah. Why?
Fact, now that you got that up, go back to that image of Gil Scott Heron.
That's right.
That's exactly what I thought of when I was looking at him. That one with the city.
I already know. I gotta pull it up again.
I thought to myself, man, he's like a lion sitting there.
That's right. And he's got even a picture with even the more it's another one more like this one. Oh no,
That's what I'm talking
it's the
about.
one it's the one under there. I think it's the black and white. Yeah, this one right here. Yeah. Yeah. That you can't tell me that don't look like
No, and Elder Tahar said he made a delivery to him once, man. He recognized it.
Mm.
And then that brother makes some good music, man.
That's right.
And another thing about him,
let me see. Let me see.
I'm gonna send it.
because you remember Capital
Right.
Rob was listening to him a lot, you know.
Yeah.
And I was familiar with his music. I just didn't know his name.
Okay.
You know, yeah. When we went out there, you know, Capital Rob was listening to him, or Bishop Rob, and man, and that guy is very
This
talented,
is
man.
supposed to be
A lot of people use his music,
Oh,
and
bite
that
me,
music.
they bite them all
But
the
the
time.
thing about it is that he was so outright
phone.
against Esau
I gotta
openly,
log in.
he never got the fame he should have got. Because almost every one of his songs he was talking about Esau.
Yeah, like that song like you got up on there, Angel Dust. He was talking about angel dust.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So that's a real one right here. That halo in that beard right there. Yeah, let your hair grow back.
So you know, some big muscle bound dude with a sword in one hand and a battle axe in another,
Mm-hmm.
with a Metreon running at you looking like that. He looked like a damn lion, man.
That's right.
You know? That's okay. It's gonna be 144,000 of them coming at you one day.
That's right.
And one day soon, man.
That's right.
That's right. But you're right. The Lord he said they're going to remember themselves, you know, and this is us coming back into our heritage, coming back into the search of our fathers.
Mm-hmm.
And matter of fact, somebody get Isaiah 44.
And Esau is contrary because
Did y'all go to Isaiah 44 too?
All that was in that same lesson.
We got to be in the spirit there, bro.
yeah, that's how you know we want body, man.
I got a precept. This is St. John 4, verse 34. What's your name? This St. John 4:34. Yahweh Shai says unto them, my meat is to do the will of him that sent me, and to finish his work. Say not ye, there are yet 4 months, and then cometh harvest. Behold, I say unto you, lift up your eyes, and look on the fields, for they are white already to harvest. Hey, Jake is ready, man. Jake is ready, man. Jake is time is here. All right, there's a bunch of niggas that still want to be in this place, but that's a lot of Jake that's really just tired of America. I just remember going to that chick talking about Esau came and just took us and gave us false Christianity. Jake is sick of this shit, man.
Yeah.
Now you not sick of it because you're just a piece of shit that's a part of this place and too heavy into it, man.
Mm-hmm.
The harvest is ready. And
Jake is ready. They just need the doctrine. They need the truth. That's why it's very important to put these articles out there. The artifacts, because if you go into some of these books, you'll see those afros and beards, braids and beards in these history books. You got to show that those some of those ancient articles. They got to see it and put the two together, because all they're hearing from TD Fakes and Creeplo Dollar and these people is what I'm saying. There's a lot of talk. You know what I'm saying? Throwing shade and dust from the vocabs, trying to, well, that doesn't prove but they don't go into the artifacts. They don't go into archaeology. Why? Because
all they come with is conjecture.
That's right.
And conjecture and opinion.
That's right.
They own vile, vain opinions, man.
That's right. This is Ezekiel 6:9. And they that escape of you shall remember me among the nations, whether they shall be carried captives. Because I am broken with their whorish heart, which have departed from me, and with their eyes, which go whoring after their idols. And they shall loathe themselves for the evils which they have committed and all their abominations. And don't the righteous men loathe themselves? Aren't we remembering ourselves? All right, we're remembering ourselves. We're going back into our history, going back into the artifacts, going back into books like Nature Knows No Color Lines, back showing our people from Negroes and coats of arms of Negro descent, nobles, the nobles. All right, we're going back into our heritage and our culture. All right, and that's why Esau he wants to shut this down. Jake is waking up. Bible shot.
This is back in St. John 4:35. Say not ye there are yet 4 months, but then cometh harvest. Behold, I said to you, lift up your eyes and look on the fields. They are white, already to harvest. And he that reapeth receiveth wages, and gathereth fruit unto eternal life, that both he that soweth and he that reapeth may rejoice together.
Right.
And herein is that same true. One soweth and another reapeth. I sent you to reap whereon you bestowed no labor. Other men labored, and you're entering into their labor. So that's our job, man. Jake is ready. All we gotta do is keep pushing this word. The word is gonna reach the ears that it's meant to reach, and then we're gonna get out of here, man.
That's right. That's right. This is Isaiah 44. All right, and it says, I'm starting to type. Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen. Right? They keep on saying Israel, not Moab, not Edom, not nobody else. All right, we're the chosen. Thus saith the Lord that made thee and formed thee from the womb, which will help thee. Fear not, O Jacob, my servant, and thou Jeshurun, whom I have chosen. For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and floods upon the dry ground. I will pour my spirit upon thy seed, and my blessing upon thine offspring. And when the Lord said he's pouring out that spirit, what's the spirit you think Jake is feeling? That spirit is our culture coming back upon us, man. Those bones those bones that Ezekiel talked about, the dry bones. All right, coming back and getting water on them.
Yeah. So when did Esau?
You use that one too?
When did the so-called white man have to remember himself?
Exactly.
How? Because according to him, his history is exact. He's always known who he is.
So easy a caveman can do it.
And so easy a caveman can do it. Same thing with the improper Jewish people.
And they claim Rome.
When
they claim Greek.
And have we asked this question many a times?
Yes, and they refuse to deal with it.
When did the so-called white man lose his identity and have to remember himself?
Only thing they lost about their identity is the peons don't know they eat them. Because the big boys won't tell them. But the big boys, they know. So they didn't forget themselves. We lost it. All right? We had to find it again. And when he says he's pouring out his spirit, that's what's that was what making people who didn't know and hear the elders to grow their beard. That's what's making Jake try to come back into law, statutes, commandments, and try to do things that are being like an Israelite, trying to and Jake is so ready to identify with anything that's different from Esau. That's why when the Wakanda shit came on, everybody was wearing Wakanda shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm so glad that shit died.
Jake lost. They looking for answers.
They're right. They're ready.
Yeah.
They want an identity. They know that this is bullshit. You know, a lot of Jake only go through the motions because that's all they know.
I got scriptures.
I had one more verse. Actually, just let me. I'm not finished. Just
if I
one
can
second.
say one thing,
Elder,
that second verse says that made thee from the womb.
That's right.
Okay, so you have to be born an Israelite. And
that's right.
And the fact that this spiritual awakening is happening amongst our people, that proves that we are truly of the seed of Jacob.
That's right.
All right, because that's who the prophecy fits, man. Okay, so they're the only people who can be spiritual Israelites are those who are born of the house of Israel.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right. At verse 5, and one shall say, I am Yahweh's, and another shall call himself by the name of Jacob, and another shall subscribe with his hand unto the Lord, and surname himself by the name of Israel. I got a lesson I'm going to be doing, Yahweh Radazal, on that word subscribe. As you look at that word subscribe, and the blue letter is to grave to write, but it's all, if you look at the one that's in the blue letter says to register. All right, we're basically is that it's your name in the book of life. You see your name, you're like, okay, I'm gonna sign. You got to register and sign your name in when you come in. Well, the Lord is asking us to register ourselves back into Israel. That's not only in name, but that's also in deed. That's in doctrine. All right, and then that's also in the culture, wearing the fringes. All right, and the ribbon of blue. That's having our beards, not lining our heads, letting the afros grow out. You know, and not eating the shrimp, the lobster, the crab, the pork, coming back into the law, statute, commandments, and our heritage and our culture. And Lord is putting that spirit out there, and Jake is coming into it without even knowing it. Wearing the meat trees, you know.
Well, it's the same way they started mimicking that spirit when the brothers, when the Israelites were going on the highways and byways, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because hey, look, Jake was wearing them big old beards, man, and all of a sudden, and we know that the brothers in the NFL and the NBA, were watching. We know 100% now.
Yep.
So and what were they? They were doing it. Why? Because they was feeling it. You know. And next thing you know, all it took is for a couple. When them NBA brothers started wearing they beards,
they all call me
the football players.
Yeah.
And right. And then when this one of them brothers also was calling himself an Israelite too.
I don't know about James Harden.
Yeah,
I know quite a few of them that were.
Stoudemire. No, well, yeah. Amari Stoudemire was.
But what you think he? I don't know. He just started doing that out of nowhere.
That's right.
Yeah, I got a couple scriptures.
Right, yeah, he came back. You know, he is Israelite now.
Yeah.
He got his own wine. Chine came out of jail. No, he is Israelite. Now they going off, but the point is, they know.
They know who they are, though. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
He's sitting up there, doing it the wrong way.
The wrong way, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, he became Jewish
with the yarmulke on.
Right.
Right, with a line up. He got a yarmulke and a line up.
They got the Jur USA on. You know?
Well, hey, it is Jewmerica.
Yeah,
because America, them fake Jews run America, man. All right, like it or not. Okay, I just saw a video title where it said something to the effect that that Trump is works for Netanyahu.
That's sorry.
Damn, that's messed up.
It's like,
yeah, they drew it on.
No, that's a real one. He got
That's a real one right there.
Paid off. Go ahead, slack it, brother.
Yeah, here we go. This is Jeremiah. I got two. Jeremiah 6:16. Thus says Yahweh, stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old path. Where is the good way? And walk therein.
That's right.
And ye shall find rest for your souls. So like you were saying, brothers are stirred up and they looking for that rest.
That's right.
What actually fits as opposed to what they been trying to be fit into.
That's right.
Okay.
Hey, Leviticus 19:27. You should not.
That's my next one.
Hey, I got it up here. You shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard. That's one of the old paths.
Right. Exactly. So, but they said we would not walk way in. So we got the 2/3, and we got the ones that want to stay hooked to this motherfucking system that won't fall into it. But it ain't meant for them anyway. They going to have to deal with death by pain.
That's right. But if you go into the ancient artifacts, we said prepare yourself for the search of your fathers. You go into the ancient artifacts, look at the pictures of the Israelites.
Cornrows and beards.
Here's cornrows right here.
Booty faces at, man.
Yeah. Cornrows and beards. This is what the archaeologists and the historians say is the ancient Israelite. Braids and beards. This is laying out and killed. All right. Next. Afros. Come on, man. And look, beards. Afros and beards. All right. Killed all the day long. The bird picking at him and eating his flesh. All right. If you go back into our heritage and our culture, you'll see these pictures, man. It's another one. It's another one that you just totally can see the afros and then them praying like that. Yeah, here you go. There's another good one. Afros and beards, man. We're the only group of people on the planet that rock it like that, man. Why are they not showing us our pictures? You know, this is spiritual photo 14 to 44.
Right.
That's spiritual. That's spiritual as hell. You know.
Yeah, how you getting Rabbi Epstein or Finkelstein out of that? What does he fit in these artifacts and these relics of the Israelites, man?
I don't think he fits in.
I got a precept. This is Romans 2:14. Is this for when the Gentiles which have not the law do?
I was just thinking in my head. I was just going put law in this. Go ahead, brother.
Well, yeah, because even like the elder said, you know, before he came to the truth, he wasn't dealing with the poor. There's people who actually were never with certain things that is in the law.
I wasn't eating pork, you know. I hadn't wasn't in the eating pork since like my 20s, man. You know, many years before I came into the truth, man.
And it says, for when the Gentiles have not the law, do by nature the things contained in the law, these having not the law are law unto themselves. So there's Jake that never rocked with being effeminized, man. There's Jake that still have that brute spirit, and what does America do? They demonize that. They're saying that that's not progressive. That's not what getting with the times. Well, there's Jake that's still in their ways, man. All right, that still didn't deal with it. Didn't feel the need to eat shrimp, lobster, pork.
Yeah, like you have some Jakes that just naturally didn't want to get tattoos and didn't get them, man.
Right. Yeah.
They never really had the spirit, right. And then them demons, I was never wanted to do that, man. Then I got overseas, over there, hanging around these Edomites, man. You start hanging around Esau, and that's what happens to you, man. You start doing what they do.
Hey, that's what our people do when they come here, man. Ain't none of us celebrate 4th of July in their poor ass country of Honduras, in Mexico. Right? They don't celebrate Labor Day. But what happens when they come to America? Been here for a couple years. They put a flag on their lawn and start grilling hot dogs.
It's scripture said the Lord made it said the justice upright, but his name is seducing.
That's right. Hey, now Yaki, I don't remember this, I don't think, but he used to live in Cincinnati, and I went to go pick him up to take him back to Michigan, where I was living there. On the way back, it was around the 4th of July. They was having the fireworks and a parade. No, not a parade, but a fireworks and a big old shindig. So we're driving, we see firework display. What the band wanted to see the little icon on the side of the road. And there's a bumblefuck between Ohio and Michigan. And I was like, come on, pull over. And that's what probably you don't remember, because I asked you this before. And so I pulled over, and we walk out there, and it was just nothing but a sea, a big sea of crackers. I think if it was another Jake there, it was about 3 of them. And I don't even remember seeing one of them. I'm just saying just in case, because I know we were there. So it might have been one of them. So we went over there, and I'm looking, and they're just another playing some country music, and it was early on the night. Early in the day, so it wasn't time for the fireworks yet. And that's why he don't remember it, because it happened so quick. I remember because I was so pissed. I'm like, because I felt, I'm like, it's none of us, nothing, not one of our people, and it's none of our people here. Nobody. And plus, I didn't give a fuck. All I really want to do is see the fireworks, because I like fireworks. But it's like, I was like, man, fuck this, let's go. And we did. It was that quick. That's why you don't remember it. But I was pissed, because all I remember was it had to be at least 500 people there. It might have been 1,000 people. It was that many people, and I just didn't feel not one vibe of my people, and I just bored me. I was like, let's go, man. Sit around here and kick with some crackers and wait till nightfall to go watch the band, man. I'd rather just go ahead and drive back to Michigan. Let's go. And we did. You know what I'm saying? It's not, if you're a real Israelite, you're not gonna be happy with this shit. You might fake the funk just to, go through the motion, go out with your wife and go do some shit, go to the air and water show or something, just to go to the beach and see, whatever. But you don't fit in. And you don't fit in. You're something that's just ain't right.
Yeah, Jake feels oppressed.
Yeah.
And all these other things are just to mask that feeling.
Now you ask Jake all the time.
Yeah.
What is white men? Every time we ask the 2 girls.
They
say what is white men done good? Nothing. Yeah, nothing. But not even only. I say out of the 100 times we've asked this question, 90% they say nothing. You get that 10% coons who like, well, Obama does, so not shut the fuck up. Force you to have health care. I don't want health care. God damn it.
Hey, that's some Jakes that they gift the short the heart. Right?
That's right.
Or they don't.
That the one lady who we ain't seen in a long time who came. Vote for Priska. Vote for that with the full beard.
Now she walked up. Somebody said, "You got that line right. You got that line right."
He said, "No, I like how you got that lined up."
Yeah, I like how you lined that up. I was like, "Damn!" I was like, "Oh, you got to see it."
Yeah, that demon used to follow us. So it's
she found us again. Lord bless. This is 2 Peter 3:1. This second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you, in both which I stir up your pure minds by way of remembrance. Right? Yeah, the Most High is stirring up our minds, man. He's really waking Jake up. The sad part is 2/3 just ain't gonna get it, and some of them 2/3 gonna want to get it, but it's gonna be too late when they finally try to get it.
Right.
Yeah, like that little stupid, amazing, whatever her name is. That little dumb bitch is always on my comic board talking about there's no such thing as a confusion of face.
You're gonna be one of the Proverbs 5. Oh
That's
wow,
right.
man, I listen to my teachers.
That's right. And there's gonna be those Lord, Lord. And the people don't understand. Lord, Lord, did not prophesy in your name, cast up. That's gonna be said. They talking about Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. Of course, you're gonna have some motherfuckers who are like thinking on Jesus, whatever. But it's gonna be some Nazarias. All right. It's gonna be some certain.
Them I think I feel
The
people with no
box,
scriptures.
right?
Yeah, you know they think and they feel and they say things, but they don't have scriptures to back it up. This is Sirach 3:24, and it reads, "For many are deceived by their own vain opinion,
Yeah.
and an evil suspicion have overthrown their judgment." So because what's that evil suspicion? That think I feel shit. You know?
And when the shit hit the fan, the demons go bag up off of them. They gonna be standing there with a clear mind and knowing they're fucked.
Yeah, like some people that we know.
Yeah.
They'll have that epiphany, that eye opening, that eye opening epiphany, that light bulb go on when they have clarity and be like, oh shit, I was a scoffer. I messed up.
Yeah,
I said something against the men of the Lord.
Right.
They had the truth.
That's it, exactly. That's it. They gonna know the name, and he gonna be like, I don't know you.
That's right. That's right. That was thinking of that 2 Peter 3 and go to them, verse 3. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts, and that's their own desires, that's their own belly, like Esau. They fell for the okie doke. Okay. Saying, where's the promise of his coming? Well, since the Father, man, that's that,
You've been saying this, you've been saying that.
True, but on the other
It's
side of it
June.
too. But even I'm thinking about Kenny BB. Oh, what do you say when you ask him?
He said these niggas ain't waking up. He said the punish people not trying to teach it.
And that's the same thing. Where's the promise of his coming? When you say I'm not gonna go out, there's no point to wait teaching them. You're basically saying the Lord ain't coming. Because if you know the Lord is coming and you got to be ready, you're supposed to go out there teaching like Isaiah 6-9.
Why you think they shut down that observatory?
That's right.
Because they know the Lord is coming, man. All the signs are here, man.
Pull that article
Esau
up.
system is failing worldwide, man. All right, you got so-called natural disasters hitting on every continent. Yes. America's getting hit by storms on the Pacific and the Atlantic. A storm just rolled through the Philippines. It just rolled through the Philippines and killed 60 people. There's another 60-something missing. All right, and then it rolled into China and killed another I think 19 people and devastation there, man. And his people already died down in the Carolinas, man.
Yeah, kids.
You got a nuclear plant that they're gonna lie to you about, like I said, until that bit's glowing, until people are burning. Right? They said that in the waters full of toxins and filth. You have volcanoes going off, destroying Hawaii, fires all across America. California was they showed a map of all the fires burning in America, man. Yeah, and then all the maps that were burning in California alone, man. It's like you got earthquakes, turning red, 3 days of darkness in Russia. I mean, it's just the list just goes on and on and on and on and on, man. It's like what more has to happen for you people? All the states popped up and put fires burning. Man.
I'm about to show it now.
Damn. Wow. 17 across California, and they burning all over America. That shit is nuts, man.
What the scriptures say, what it did if a fire's already lit.
Right. What you see, them red dots. Right, and that's not only here; it's in California. I mean, Mexico too. Some spots over here. They have a couple of them all over, man. And here's the article here: aliens or solar flare? Questions remain as observatory. This observatory. That's a hell of an observatory.
That's right.
That's high as hell. I think the city's got one of the more telescopes in the nation. They just said one of the most powerful. Now it's fucking shit freezing and shit. Esau playing games. Double check this stream and shit's cool. Esau playing.
Start the screens.
Still good. All right. Well, yeah.
He just freezing that.
Yeah.
He said, "I want you to see it, man."
Because they know what it is. It's the chariots of the Lord. That see they playing with that page. All right. They're playing with that page because they don't want people to panic too soon. They want to control it. Esau's about control.
Right.
He don't mind people going crazy and losing their damn mind, but he want to make profit off of it, and it wants to be part of their plan. All right. Part of the New Mexico Space Observatory has reopened following its sudden FBI closure due to an undisclosed security issue. The secretive shutdown caused some to wonder if the U.S. has discovered aliens or something far worse. Far worse is that they're the angels of Yahweh Shai coming back to fuck this place up.
Yeah, that's the far worse part.
Yeah.
That's good.
The visitors.
66 is what they saw.
That's right. Hey, get it. Isaiah, the visitor center of the Sunspot Solar Observatory, which is located near Sacramento Mountains, apparently no longer faces a security threat and has reopened. Now it says reopened, but watch what's still closed. Staff at the observatory confirmed to RT that the grounds and visitor centers are open to the public. However, they are still awaiting permission from authorities to reopen the observatory.
You can't go up there.
So how you? Come on, man.
This observatory.
We stupid. They said the solar observatory equipped with one-of-a-kind telescope that produces some of the sharpest images of the sun. So that's a powerful ass telescope. All right, and they're gonna reopen the visitor center, and you can come on the grounds, but you can't come and see the open. Can't look through the scope.
What's the point of going there?
Exactly.
It's an observatory. Look at some pictures on the goddamn wall.
Hey,
Hey, but that goes into the whole Google Sky. Let's go into the Google Google Sky, Google Maps, blackout. All you can do is blackout. I remember when I first saw this. Remember, brothers, when I first looked, and I found this too. Looking on the Google Maps, and I had, matter of fact, they're probably still on this computer. The Google Maps app.
Was it satellite? I think that's when you put satellite.
No, it's right here, blacked out.
Yeah, you look at the stars, all of a sudden something blacked out.
yeah.
Google Sky.
They got shit blacked out on the earth.
I know.
A lot of shit.
But remember this, Yak? When you had it and we were searching the heavens, and this is what we found out. It's like, what the hell is this? Yeah. How you gonna block out? How you gonna block out something in outer space? Why are you blocking it out? This is actually, a matter of fact, I don't even know. I have to go double check something. Let's see.
They probably block a lot of planets too, man.
I
So
wouldn't.
like the doubt, to cast doubt about the scriptures. They know that book that we're gonna reign in the universe, man.
Yeah.
They can't have that being known out there.
I used to have that app. I don't know if I still had it or not. Haven't went to there in years.
You don't want Jake to see the signs too.
Yep, here it is. I do still have Google Earth Pro. I still had that app. I forgot all about that app. And that's when we used to go and look at the heavens and the stars. And if it pull up and show you that we had the whole. It'll show you all the coordinates of the sky, and you can go look. Like this Google maps everything, maps the Earth. You still see the cars driving around today.
Driving around with all the little cameras all around it, front, back, side, top.
All right. But what's this Google Sky? I forget. It has so many different ones. But if it pull up, we'll look up and see if we can see it. But you sit up to go look up in outer space, and you're going to look out of space, and then you're going to see a blacked out. What's behind the blackout? Why you hiding? What you hiding, Esau? And then look, Google Sky intentionally blackout. Of course they did.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, of course they did. Because Esau prides himself on being able to search out everything through his wisdom and technology. So why would they block something out unless it really casts doubt on how much they thought they knew?
That's right.
That's what Esau's trying to do.
Or something that they know that would tell too much information about certain things, man.
Yeah, they seen chariots up there.
Of course they have.
Like you said, these retired pilots, once they retire, they start talking, man.
And what about that one astronaut with all them credentials that came in and was telling this reporter? Hey, lady, no, they were black.
Yeah.
And
he said so dark. He was like, no, it's black.
That's right. And when you read the who's who of his credentials, it's like, dude, he was the head dog on this. He was the pioneer of that.
And I forgot how I did it back in the day because we were just looking at the sky and we was moving it around. And then soon as we then as you know, I guess they didn't anticipate people to go skirts. We was just looking all through the sky. I'm looking at different stars, and I don't know exactly now. It's gonna take me forever to find it again. Though something like this though, where this ain't normal. What's that? You know, that looks like a blackout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black spotches. What's that? You know, but it was something like that, and we were just exploring the sky, and that's when we found it. This was years ago.
Yeah,
you know,
now they cleaned up their technology.
Oh, they probably did something. No, you still can tell though. It's like this is not normal. Them right here, these lines right there. Now they might just got a little bit better in
yeah, they Photoshop better now.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I just showed you the app how you got to search the sky. The sky is huge. You know. Okay. I'm done.
Man, the heavens are vast, man.
That's right.
Yeah. And
that's why I'm about to go.
Right. Right.
Say it again.
It's still growing.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
You said the Lord rolled about the heavens.
You know, and I look up now that I've been in the truth for the past years that I have. It's like, was I really into Christmas lights, or was I just into the lights of the heavens, and that this was the closest thing that I could see that was close to me? You know, because I used to take Canasta and we would ride out next to O'Hare Airport and all through there, just ride through and look at all the lights and whatnot. I always was fascinated by it. Now I can see.
That's right.
Yeah, the heavens are magnificent, man.
That's right.
When you see them, because I remember the first time that I really saw them.
Yeah, in a total dark.
Yeah, you know, coming out of the came out of the canopy out of the jungles in Thailand, man. They came out of the canopy out of the jungle onto the beach. And when you looked up, it was like, you have got to be kidding me.
Yeah, you can't see it.
And saw cherries, just didn't know they were cherries. Saw what they call shooting stars. So it's amazing, man.
This video is an attempt to address the issue of what might lay behind some of the blacked out images on Google Sky. And for those people who've looked at the particular program here, you will note that there are certain seemingly well-placed blacked out rectangular objects covering certain parts of the sky. And this is in various different filters.
This is back in 2014. I forgot what year we did it.
Two coordinate sets I wish to evaluate.
But I think it was looking for Orion's belt. And Orion, I think that's how we got stumbled
behind these particular areas. The first one on screen that you can see is near to the constellation of Orion. And
now, if you go into the scriptures, Orion's belt, you can see it a lot of times. It's the name of Yah, the character of Yah, of the Heavenly Father. All right. If you look at Orion's belt, you'll see the Orion's belt constellation. I don't know if we give you the full picture of it, but if you look at the whole, that's the middle part, the belt part. But here it is. This one star here, go to here, go the straight line to here, and across right here, almost in the Z, and then this slash, the Orion's belt comes across it. That's the Hebrew character Yah. All right, and it's even in the scriptures. Okay. That little snippet there.
At 5 hours 53 minutes 41 seconds right ascension with -6 degrees and 18 seconds of arc to the south in terms of declination. Zoomed in slightly, you can see the very definite rectangular shape, and I even give an outline to even more clearly show you the area itself. This is one of a particular set that I wish to evaluate. I also wish to set it against.
See now you can see a total black sky, I mean, outer space with a whole bunch of stars, and you get one area with no stars. It blacked out the black. It can't do it. You know what I'm saying? And let's see if I get that scripture.
If I can say something.
Baba Kushai.
Those spots that they're blacking out are like miles and miles along.
Yeah.
It seems small on the screen, but they're actually miles and miles and miles long. So what are they actually seeing out there? For how vast of a distance? And if it is chariots, how large are these chariots?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is Job 9 and 8, and you're right. Them chariots are huge.
Yes.
They're planetary bodies. That's why they gotta black it out.
God.
Yeah.
The Most High is among the. They say, yeah, give me that Psalm 68 and 4.
They used to
And,
have these
17.
markers.
Esau
like
knows he ain't ready.
And they had these markers out there, and the way they used to be able to measure stuff is trying to go across this marker, but they would have stuff that was like blocking the marker. You know what I'm saying? It was so big, and they was like,
yeah, they had this one marker that they put up, and they could measure the size of things according to the marker. The way they had the camera was set on the marker, and the marker, anything on the marker basically measured out 2 miles.
Exactly.
Because they had chariots that were actually bigger than the marker.
Exactly.
Some were small and some were bigger, and then they even watching some change sizes and shapes.
That's it.
So I remember seeing that footage.
Yep.
That you are speaking of.
Right.
Esau's terrifying,
man. Yeah. Hey, you got something that's bigger than 2 miles and is out there?
Yeah. What's going to go up against it? A destroyer?
Exactly. Think
a battleship, an aircraft carrier.
2 miles.
There's no technology on this earth that's gonna compare to the Most High's technology.
That's what Ezra was talking about. He was looking. He trying to find the mountain that he had carved out.
All right. This is Job 9 and 8, which alone spreadeth out the heavens and treadeth upon the waves of the sea, which maketh Arcturus, Orion, and Pleiades, and the chambers of the south. Right? The Lord is the one who made this is Pleiades, constellation. Okay, that's all right. And you look at you can go find, like we already showed you, Orion right here in this one. All right. Then you can see Arcturus. You can put these in Esau. I'll let you know. You can put Arcturus. There. No, that's not it. Arcturus. There you go. All right. You can go look and find all these. These are heavenly constellations for Job to. And then how did Job know what they were? You know what I'm saying? And which makes me think that he would have been an Issachar, right? You know how, and the only place you see the word Job as in the Hebrews and Issachar had the understanding of the signs of the times. And here go Job talking about Arcturus, Orion, Pleiades, and the chambers of the south.
It's a very feasible and realistic.
I just thought about it just now, just looking at it. Was it? Yeah, I'm gonna look at that. Yeah, but the Lord gave us that understanding of not only the skies and the heavens and so forth. You see, Yawab, Hayawab. All right. Concorded. Yeah. Let me find, see what. No, okay, I'll have to go to another spot and look for it. Oh, it's looking up something different. That's the wrong spot. My bad. That's not it. It's up here. I'm just curious. I just want to see that again. Okay, I have to go there. I had to do some research. No worries. Job's name and is it in Chronicles?
Oh no, Genesis 46.
That's what I said. I thought it was early on. That's what I was saying. That's why I didn't see it early on, and I might have to tweak it to find it. There you go, water brother. Make it easier. This is 46 and 18. Right. These are the sons of Zilpah. And, 46 and 13. All right, and the sons of Issachar, Tola, Fuba, and Job, and Shimron. And you look at Job is Yoab, okay? And he was a son of Issachar. Was it Second Chronicles 12 or First Chronicles 12, 32? Yeah, I think it's this. I'll try First Chronicles 12. It's an Israelite. I know. Yeah, it's First Chronicles 12, 32.
To the stars.
Right, and of the children of Issachar, which were men which had understanding of the times to know what Israel ought to do. All right.
And you know, all the archaeologists and the scientists all bark about how on point that Aztec calendar is, man.
That's right. But then how do you got Job breaking down Orion, Arcturus, and Pleiades? That's the stars.
Yes.
That's really just convinced me in my spirit, but you know, I'm leaving it in the spirit, you know, because the bottom line is he was an Israelite, so you know,
that much we know. Y'all shut up with that.
You know,
say otherwise is stupid, foolish.
That's right. You know, but he was breaking down the stars, man. You know,
without a telescope.
Without
a telescope,
that's right.
Man.
That's right. I mean, and
that
granted,
just proves that Job is an Israelite, because the Most High, the scriptures say that the Most High searched out all the ways of knowledge and have given to Jacob, to Israel. And when you read the book of Job, he goes into everything. He goes into the law, he goes into nature, biology, the nature of wild beasts, the ecosystem, the stars, prophecy, everything.
Tell you about ancient animals.
Yeah, Leviathan.
I can, but I can post it up. Is it in there already? All right, I have to stop sharing my screen for a second. Press features. All right, I had to stop sharing my screen for a minute because I hadn't signed in on here in a minute. It's going to show up my personal information, and you know, I don't want that up there. Now, I can reshare it. All right. Now, what was in it in the Akim room? Was Joanna? Oh, Joanna? Are we good? That was right. Okay, this one right here. All right, the water, Joanna. Are you gonna pick one with commercials, huh? Okay. Esau, know we're the Israelites, man.
Two of the most baffling events ever shot by NASA's own cameras involving UFOs in space.
That's
what we saw. Videotaped near a failed scientific testing device, and this one flying perilously close to the occupied International Space Station could prove alien spacecraft are monitoring our experiments from very.
See how many they are? No.
Right. That's why
give
they
me
want to block stuff out.
Right. Give me
King, and that thing was 2 miles
Elijah,
long. You saw those things were?
The chariots of fire. Yeah, Khan. You hear me, Benji?
1996. 100 miles above Africa, an experimental satellite system attached to a 12-mile-long electricity-conducting tether suddenly breaks. Within moments, the satellite drifts almost 100 miles away. Nitrogen gas gathers around the tether, effectively turning it into a gigantic fluorescent light in space. It seems to attract some strange company.
When I saw the tape, I realized that I was looking at very exciting, incredible.
Wait a minute, is that a wheel within a wheel?
Yes.
Nazaliah?
Which has never before been seen by the public.
David Sarita, an avid UFO researcher and video analyst, has been looking into UFOs documented by NASA cameras for many years. And he believes this incident, which has since become known to leading experts as the Tether incident, may prove aliens exist.
And you see them going behind it and you can't see it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you can, have somebody try to Photoshop some shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is legit.
And are studying.
Yeah, will within a will.
Swarm of what may be UFOs flying around. And then we see the camera zoom in on these.
I think that song's called
and we see giant discs passing.
So you try to hide a lie about this, you being slippery.
That's right.
What's involved in
You
the
know?
test seem to have a more
You said
mundane
that's a lie.
explanation.
Real slippery.
But is it really?
Oh, it's a little debris. Get the fuck out. Well, debris from what? Debris from where?
Debris that lights up, has its own fire,
And moves out and moving around.
It's on debris that stops and goes in one direction and back to another. The debris that disappears and reappears.
Oh, so you mean that y'all do put space junk in there?
So you're right. So you got AI debris.
Near debris, as NASA often claims.
This is Psalm 68 and 17. The chariots of the Most High are 20,000.
That's right.
Even thousands.
Wasn't you in 68, right? Go
60.
go for verse 4 first, and then jump to 17.
Okay, fine. This is Psalm 68 and 4. Sing unto the Most High, sing praises to his name, extol him that rideth upon the heavens by his name, Yah.
So you like to ride. Riding on what? They didn't say fly. Because when they talk about flying, they'll be specific and tell you they should mount up with wings. Okay? Or fly like a bird, man. He said, no, you want to ride. What do we ride? The Hebrew word for ride is rakab. The Hebrew word for chariot is marakab, a vehicle that you ride.
Basically saying that's my vehicle.
Come on, brother. Keep going.
And rejoice before him.
Thinking that you said.
Jumping down to verse 68.
Verse 17.
Yes, verse 17. Salaki. The chariots of the Most High are 20,000, even thousands of angels.
See, now it says 20,000. Now, if you read it literally, it says 20. The chariots of the Lord are 20,000 thousands. All right. If you look at it literally, how it's written in the Hebrew, the 20,000 time. Now, this is actually more than that.
And that's more than that, because they're just rotating, moving, and dancing around, man.
All right. But if you just go give a 20,000 times, it's at even 20,000 thousands, right?
Yeah, 20,000, even thousands of angels.
Right now, and it says thousands and thousands. So I'm just gonna say, even if you said 20,000 times 1,000, it's still gonna be. That's still two. That's what, 2 million? Yeah. No, 20 million. That's 20 million. That's 20 million right there. If you just say literally, he said 20,000 thousands, 20,000 times 1,000, it's still gonna give you 20 million. So if you got 20 million, you got 20. Now you can see. Let's start counting these. 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? You got how many? Wait a minute. How many people on Earth?
And if that's the only spot that they're in, too.
Exactly. That's the only one they're looking at. They're not looking exactly.
Looking at.
We can go back to Google Sky to show how big the sky is. All right. 20,000. How many people on the planet? About approximately 8 billion, right?
7.5 billion.
So you would have a 20-something 20 million chariots, and you can have a lot of spirits on every chariot, but you're not gonna put 8 billion souls on one chariot. Even the Lord could if he wanted to. All right, but that proves that there got to be jillions of chariots right here. Proves that scripture.
Yep. Esau seeing that there's a higher power than him.
What we're seeing on the screen here,
That's right.
He's afraid.
That's
he
right.
doesn't want anybody else to know because he wants everybody to see him as
he wants
God.
to be God. He sits in the seat of God, roughly paraphrased.
And how long did they say that tether was?
12
It's
miles.
supposed to be 12 miles. So so it was 12 miles. I say
Or
2,
enormous
12.
size.
And so some of them they see it right, they're going by it. That's about
2 to 3 miles in diameter.
He said that UFO was 2 to 3 miles in diameter.
So that's like going from here to
damn near 2 miles.
79.
That's a big ass chariot.
79.
That's massive, bro.
87 to be a mile. 79 to
So
be a 2.
if you're talking about from 100, and you're talking about
8 blocks make a mile.
Well, roughly. So you're talking about 18 block radius. Wow. So you're talking about from 100 to basically 80 to 80, right? To 80 to 100, and then from Halsted over to State Street. You know what I'm saying? That it could be a chariot that just hovers right over that one spot. And that's a moderate sized chariot because did you finish 17?
That also will make you understand how I said it'll be a light by night and and a shadow by the day.
That's right.
You know, it can shield millions of people.
That's right.
You got millions of people walking. You know, you got a giant chariot that can keep the sun directly off of them.
That's right.
And
then at night, you got
right. It's small.
Yeah. It's relatively small. That's a 3 mile
2 to 3 miles in
diameter. Man.
Yeah, because the stick, you're right, because the rod that they had they were measuring it by
was a 12 mile
close, because those are way in the background. So every time they passed the rod, they were measuring, getting an idea of how big they were.
That's beautiful. You get that scripture, brother.
This is
because it tells you right, and that tells you about the but just for him to even say, open up your eyes, let you know this cloaking technology. All right, they can show themselves when they want to. They can hide themselves when they want to. Go ahead, brother.
It's like King 6. And it's more than cloaking technology because it's spiritual.
Yeah.
Because a brother can be right there and see it. Somebody right next to him
can't see it. Yeah.
It's more than just Esau like to get it, the women get it. It's like they got something at Roswell and shit. They call the UFO. This stuff is spiritual Lord using, man. It's physical, spiritual stuff.
Yeah, them chariots are they are capable of interdimensional travel.
It's 2 Kings 6 and 16. And he answered, "Fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them." And Elisha prayed and said, "Yahweh, I pray thee, open his eyes that he may see." And Yahweh opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw, and behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elisha.
That's right. And so you can just imagine, it was if to be around about. I want to get to one of them pictures where you can see a whole shitload of them. There's it all around. And he said a fire. Okay. So that lets you know that they glowed. If you read Ezekiel, the first chapter, it'll tell you that they had a wheel within the wheel, glowed like amber. Matter of fact, go get Ezekiel, the first chapter, because you saw them spinning that whirlwind. It was that whirlwind too. Oh yeah, that's the picture. That's the one.
That Ezekiel
all roundabout. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, that Ezekiel 4 is that old Independence Day trailer to a T.
Yeah.
That Will Smith is in and he's looking out and they show it and it's over a city or whatever the case might be.
It says Ezekiel chapter 1 and
start with I think verse 4.
You want me to start there?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just go straight to the point. I mean, I hear it. I'll pull it up too.
Okay.
Is that the verse I wanted?
Ezekiel 1 and 4. Yeah. It says, "And I looked and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud and a fire enfolding itself."
All right. So now we was watching it. You can see the spinning. This is spinning. It's rapidly spinning. Let me see if I can go catch it back in a second. Look, it's rapidly spinning. Oh, yeah. That's the whirlwind. Okay. And that's the reason why he called it a whirlwind, because if you look at a whirlwind, a tornado, what you see the characteristic of it, it spins mightily.
Even just a little dust cloud out in the desert.
That's right.
Like a whirlwind.
That's right. And they got a tumbleweed whirlwind, like you said. Little, yeah, it spins. That's a tumbleweed whirlwind. All right. Since you said it, but here's a tornado, but it's spinning. It spins. All right, and the wind speeds of a tornado can be easy. Okay, so he was likening the not that one. Where is it at? No, did I move away from the other one? Okay, here we go. Slide. So it says whirlwind. Go ahead and no, yeah, it was. Just restarted for some reason.
This is Ezekiel 1 and 4. It says, and I looked, behold, a whirlwind came out of the north,
a great cloud and a fire enfolding itself.
Now it said it said north, and then it said a cloud. So it's first of all, it's in the sky.
Clouds
All
and
right.
chariots, man.
All right, and it's cylindrical. You can find puffy clouds. You see cumulus, cirrus, and different types of clouds. Okay, but you've also seen clouds that shape like a chariot, because the Lord sometimes cloaks them as a cloud.
Wow.
Okay.
I mean, people look up and they see the size of clouds and whatnot, and that's fine. They think it's light. They
That was
think
a
it's
crazy.
float. Go ahead.
That's what I'm talking about. That was a great step. There it is.
Right.
All right.
The
The Lord.
clouds you seen that's shaped like that.
That's right. That's the Lord.
That's a chariot being cloaked, man.
Mm-hmm.
Cloaking itself.
That's right. And sometimes he'll do it like this.
And there was a dark one somewhere in China. It was huge.
All right.
Yeah, look at those, man.
And there's been a couple times I've come out over the airport and looked up and seen stuff like
And
that.
that's a fleet of chariots right there.
That's right. That's right. And the Lord can do it. Y'all, that's not that. Okay, you'll see. You'll see. You know what I'm saying? When you see that, come on, man. Come on, man. The Lord will do what He want to do.
See,
Okay.
as a cloud, people don't think much about it, but like I said, when they look up there and start seeing metal on it, then they're gonna be trying to figure out how is that sitting up in the sky
Exactly.
like that.
That's right. So he said He like Him as a whirlwind because it spins and moves. It came out of the north. It was a great cloud, because it means that it was high in the sky and cylindrical. All right. And a fire enfolding itself, which knocks it out being the actual physical cloud. Because have you seen a cloud on fire? You don't see a cloud on fire. All right.
Enfolding itself.
Enfolding them, right? When something enfolds on itself,
Yeah.
it's going out
Yeah.
and coming back in and going out, coming back in, going out, going back in, right? All right.
Hey, where do you think they get the idea to transform it from?
That's right.
What do? They transform. They make a little noise and they transform into something else, man. It's folding in upon itself, man.
A turning or folding inwards, or an inward fold. Okay. I don't know if they have any good example. Oh, they're using it for a chariot of the Lord. You know, but in the card, drawing, and I don't know how they would show that.
Like I said, the Independence Day trailer.
No, I get you.
Yeah, the Independence Day trailer.
Mm-hmm.
About to 15 seconds more and hold right up.
All right. You said that. Hey, you said what is it again, Pops? The 30-second mark, you said?
Yeah, about the 33rd second mark. Independence Day trailer.
You said what mark?
Yeah, about the 33rd second or so.
All right, man, you better be on the 30-second mark too, bro. I'm just messing with you, Pops. That's the 30-second mark, brother.
Just find it like that, right?
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
Yeah, no, there it was right there. When you saw the clouds lighting up on fire.
Oh, I'm
Going
past
too
it.
fast, right there. Right there. Yeah, as long as you keep the sound down.
Yeah, but no, we need that. That was the picture right there. I can go back because they're doing too much.
Yeah, it's the one where
it's right here.
Right.
That's and the folding on itself, and it can't. And that where you think they get this imagery from? They got that straight out of the scriptures, man.
Straight out of the scriptures, man.
All right. And it's the color amber.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? That's this color. These colors right here. You know, brightness about it. These colors here. All right. And the Most High said they're the chariots of the Lord, and He got them. They're gonna be coming, and they're gonna.
I can only imagine how much noise they're gonna make too.
That's right. If they see, the thing is, they if they want to be heard, you can hear them. If they don't want to be heard, you wouldn't hear them. It could be 20 chariots in this room right now, small enough to fit in this room, and we don't even, because they can change size as it wants.
I'm telling when these come, they're gonna make a lot of noise on purpose.
Even the trumpet, right? Yeah.
it's just gonna be that much scarier, you know. It's like the scripture said, you know, he's gonna come back likewise as he came, man. You know, so Yahweh Shai will come back like that image of that they stole in the Thor movie, man, when they had Loki on top of that chariot,
Right.
screaming, "Your savior is here!" Like these damn devils, man.
Now your destruction is here.
Right. Yeah, this is Revelation 1:7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him.
That's right.
And they also will pierce them. And all the kindreds of the earth shall wail. Can we look up the word wail?
Please
Shall wail because of him.
Yeah.
Crying hard.
Even so, Aman.
Crying hard.
You are in Ezekiel, right?
Yes.
Go to verse 16, Brother Kashai.
Verse 16, it says, the appearance of the wheels, this is Ezekiel 1:16. The appearance of the wheels and their work was like the color of the beryl. They four had one likeness, and their appearance and their work was as it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel.
There it is, man. Revelation 1:7.
All right.
Again, like you, my Bible falling apart, and I don't want to let it go now.
I know. This is the word
I
whale.
got new ones, but I still don't know.
It is not good enough.
Now you got this one perfectly sharp.
Mhm. This is the word whale, kopto. To cut, strike, smite, beat one's breast for grief, chop, beat the breast in grief, cut down, lament, mourn, wail, bewail.
So I thought, you know, people gonna be rejoicing. The Lord is back.
No
So,
sunshine.
you know, right? The Musket's not gonna come out and sing "Ding Dong," the witch is dead, and ha ha ha.
That's right. Hey, they're gonna be breaking themselves, brother. This is like they're gonna be shitting on themselves, pissing on themselves. Matter of fact, the scripture said men's heart shall fail them. They're gonna have heart attacks, man. Because people are like, oh,
the Musket's gonna fall out.
yeah.
I think the last one just died too.
Which one?
The Muskets from the Wizard of Oz. I think the
Oh,
last
wow.
one
The
just
last
died.
one just got old enough to die.
Yeah, I think the last one just died. Bunch of old ass midgets.
This is
What am I
Matthew.
supposed to call them? Small
people.
Right.
Politically correct, my ass. They don't be politically correct and not calling me black. Fuck them.
Exactly.
Matthew's 24:27.
Round tail.
Because if I say I don't want to be called, they should not call nobody. If I'm saying don't call my people black, and there's a bunch of us saying that, that means don't do it. Matthew's 24:27. For as the lightning cometh out of the east and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. When lightning lights, a lightning flash lights in the sky. I don't even know if I can pull one up, but they give me a good one. Lightning flash. All right. A lightning flash. It illuminates the whole. Matter of fact, you're right. You'll see a dark sky. This perfect.
It was just a video of lightning up, and you heard all the Moabites screaming and going ooh and ahhing, and you could see something silver spinning in the lightning.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find that video. Yeah, let's get ready to wrap it up, right?
No problem. Now you see how dark the sky is, right?
Right.
As soon as that lightning flash, let me play again. See if I can. So bright, it'll lighten up the whole sky. All right. He said that's how the chariots are going to be when the Lord returns. He said, as lightning cometh, that means it's going to. Now you see a dark sky, you don't see nothing, man. I think I passed it. There you go. Okay, yeah, that was good. Look at that. Catch the lightning strike, it lights up the whole sky. Right. So he said, for as lightning cometh out of the east and shineth even to the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. In that brief second where the lightning came and lit it up, that was totally pitch black. That's how the whole sky is going to be littered with chariots. All right, just as I don't know how else to break it down. It's simple. You had to put a picture to it. Just as that lightning flash and the 6-second mark right before it was that. So they'll let you know it's going to be the litter to those 20,000 thousands, millions of chariots. Did you put the thing in GroupMe?
Yeah, I couldn't find it. Yeah, it
was it on YouTube?
Yeah, it was a lightning strike, and it was something inside the lightning. It had all the you heard all the Moabites in the background like yelling and screaming in fear, oohing and eyeing, you know, and something clearly in the clouds, and lightning struck.
This is it?
No, that's not it. I'm trying to see.
It wasn't that? It wasn't this?
Check my channel to see. No. This
by
is
a local
recent from
resident
those storms that just
appears
hit.
to show a huge city floating in the clouds.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
The apparition, which was with.
Then again, I might have to watch it. It may not be, but nevertheless. Yeah, it was that recent storm that just hit and killed all them people. They showed the a lightning strike, and then you saw something in the clouds.
A recent lightning strike.
This just happened. You know, you remember the storm? There's a storm just hit China, just now hit.
Yeah.
So it was a footage from that. This is very recent.
So you talking about within the last month?
Yeah, no.
The storm just hit yesterday and killed a bunch of people.
That's what I said. Recent lightning.
This just happened.
So I'm saying this
right.
week.
They were showing you heard them all screaming and stuff, you know. Yeah, storm just left the Philippines. It killed 60 people confirmed dead, another 60 something missing, and then it hit mainland China, Hong Kong, and I think it killed 19 people. And then they were showing footage of it, and you saw this crazy lightning strike. But then when the lightning lit up the sky, you saw something traveling through it. And all the Moabites, you know, they saw it because they were all, you know. Hey, but you know, it's all good though. Don't worry about it. It'll turn up again.
You watched it today?
I think I watched it either this morning or yesterday. That's why I was trying to check my history. Might have been early this morning.
Oh. The scriptures.
Isaiah chapter 66 and 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire of his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. By fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the same of the Lord shall be made.
Wow. Perfect video to be playing while you were reading that scripture. All right? You're going to have fleets and fleets of the Lord coming. Fleets of the chariots, man. And they ain't going to know what to do. It look like one giant one, or they all just forming and changing and moving around. You, come on, man. All right? Esau doesn't have anything that can move that way in the skies. Man.
No, not at all.
That's slow.
Not at all. And no, that's not actually slow. That's actually fast.
Then they can actually,
it looks slow from being in a distance. Yeah, but them moving that fast and synchronicity, and then coming down
into a formation like that.
Yeah. That's pretty fast.
And now they almost look like they won.
Right, because you know when we watch,
and then it disappears. Oh man, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And this was September 12th. That's a couple of days ago.
Right, and Russia just had 3 days of darkness about a month ago too, man. Hey, signs are here, man. So with that, man, we're gonna give all praises, glory, and honor
to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash, Abba Babal. Double honors to the apostles out in New York, at Great Millstone, and GMS, and hey, keep fighting, keep pushing, and hey, turn the machine.